In the headlines, thug shooting aims to send strong message, and NPA frustrated with delays in the Dewani pre-trial proceedings. With the news this hour, I'm Ayanda Gunenem. Police in Port Elizabeth say their shooting and killing of suspected robbers will send a strong message to those who are planning to break the law that crime will not be tolerated. Police killed 5 men who attempted to break into a brewery in the Chevrolet Street at the Markham industrial area this morning. They also recovered 6 handguns and a vehicle that the suspected robbers allegedly used in their attempt to commit the crime. The SABC's Olwethu Sota reports.
Members of the tactical response team followed up information on possible business robbery and caught the robbers before they could execute the robbery. 6 9mm handguns were recovered on the scene as well as a vehicle. The suspects, aged between 25 and 35 years, all died at the scene. This is a second robbery followed by police in an industrial area in the city in less than 6 months. In November last year, 5 suspects died and 2 bystanders were shot during the shootout at Dilpati industrial area after trying to rob a security vehicle transporting liquid platinum. 1 bystander died on the scene. Police recovered 2 of the vehicles and an assortment of firearms, including rifles and pistols. Provincial Commissioner Lieutenant General Celiwe Binda has congratulated the TRT unit members.
The NPA says it is frustrated by the delays in the pre-trial proceedings of the 2 men accused of murdering British tourist Annie Dewani. The Western Cape High Court has again postponed the pre-trial conference of Xolile Mngeni and Mzwamadoda Qwabe to the 11th of next month. This is after Qwabe's counsel Bongomane withdrew the case due to financial reasons. Mngeni's lawyers say they will make an application to the court to declare him unfit to stand trial after he was operated on for a brain tumor. NPA spokesperson Eric Ndaba-Zia-Lila.
Unfortunately, we cannot force our way and go ahead, sort of bulldoze everybody to be ready. At some point in time, it will come and bite us. We need to ensure that everybody gets a fair trial. We know about the presumption of innocence until a person is found guilty. We are being guided by the Constitution and the law that will give everybody an opportunity so that when the trial starts, everybody is ready. But I must say it is frustrating for the state.
Residents of Mbegweni Township in Paarl in the Boland have marched to the Paarl Magistrates Court to demand that the suspects charged with the murder of a 6-year-old girl from the area be denied bail. Asam Hlentsapo was reported missing on the 21st of January. Her remains were found last month near a local informal settlement in the township. Today, members of the community directed their anger at court officials and the police outside the court after the case was postponed to next month for DNA test results.
Hlentsapo remains were found on the 30th of last month next to an informal settlement known as Dromedaries at Mbegweni. The child was reported missing on the 21st of January this year. 2 suspects were arrested later in connection with her killing. The police are monitoring the protests. Chris Mabuya, SABC News, Paarl.
A relative of the Ntsapo family, Lungiswa Dlula, says they are not happy because they cannot bury the remains of their child. The Parliament's Portfolio Committee on Police says if it had the power, it would call Crime Intelligence Division boss Richard Mdluli to answer to all the allegations levelled against him. It has told the SABC that the allegations fall outside its constitutional mandate because they are related to the misuse of Secret Services funds. Committee Chairperson Cindy Chikunga says the Joint Standing Committee on Intelligence has the power to seek the answers from Mdluli about the debacle. Mdluli was accused of plundering the CID's Secret Service account to buy cars and houses. He'd been suspended but has since been reinstated. Chikunda elaborates.
That one will be difficult because like you will know the allegations are relating to Secret Service Fund that is outside our scope. So that falls within the scope of the Joint Standing Committee on State Security because that calls for a close meeting. It also calls for people who are vetted to deal with these things. We are not. So we, as a matter of fact, we don't approve the Secret Service Fund as a committee. It's not within the budget that we're dealing with, for instance.